Deon, you have a 30-year career in pro wrestling.
That's right.
And you're going to put it all on the line against the hair of Thurston Coughlin III.
March 28th, it might be my last time stepping in the ring. But I guarantee you, with the people of NAWA behind me, I'll go on for another 30 years with Thurston Coughlin III. You're going to be bald, Jack.
That's it, March 28th.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Michael Elliott, and once again, I'm joined by terrific, maybe not so terrific, Tony Benge. Tony, thanks for filling in again this week here on the program.
Hey, it's a pleasure being on this great show, the NAWA, and our opening bout this week is High Performance. Yes, I couldn't think of the kid's name. I thought for a second.
Deon Johnson making his return here to NAWA after a long absence. He's shooting that kid off a big butt bump.
That's it already.
Is it? One, two, three. Oh, well, Deon Johnson is your winner.
That was it. Wow, what a tremendous match. And after this match, Michael, I'm going to have to step out for a minute because
are you wrestling this week?
I am wrestling this week. I'm excited. I'm getting my name back out there for NAWA, and I'll be back after I win this tag match I'm going to be in later on today.
NAWA Heavyweight Champion, King Craig Classic. King, Adam James says he's coming to you in that title.
Listen, I'm not gonna. Adam James is a great wrestler. I'm not gonna say that he isn't. He's done everything here. And yeah, I do have a challenge ahead of me. But he might be perfect, but he ain't no king. And he's gonna get in the ring with a king. And a king is better than perfect.
There you have it from the heavyweight champion, King Craig Classic.
On Saturday night when I need some protein, I come down to Kurt's Kitchen, fill my vittles, cause this is the place to be. Man, he gave me a sausage dog and that thing was better than sugar. Chief J. Eagle, Saturday night, come watch me fight, but pick me up on Saturday evening at Kurt's Kitchen.
Man, oh man, look at this guy. Hey man, this guy's 9 years old. Look how big he is, man. You know why? Because he's reading my book. I got all the instructions how to become a professional wrestler. That book right there weighs 3 pounds. His biceps are just burning up right now. Hey, 600 pages hardback, brother. And it's called, Woo, Messy Daddy, Welcome My World, the Jimmy Valiant story. Hey, I talk about everybody in the last 50, 60 years. I got stories about them.
To order your copy of Woo, Messy Daddy, Welcome to My World, the Jimmy Valiant story, go to jimmyvaliant.weebly.com. Oh yeah, feel good, feel good.
Woo, Messy.
Fans, once again, we're joined here by Viva Las Amish. Guys, the Burt County boys have accepted your challenge to defend the 6-man title, but they may be wanting to eat Betsy over there, your chicken.
Betsy is a saint. You cannot have her. You cannot eat Betsy.
Don't upset the big Amish and his chicken.
It's okay, Betsy.
Okay, folks, there you have it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from Viva Las Amish. They are here in full force this time. Last time it was 2/3 of their group. They've got their third man, the big man here, and they are going to be in your main event this week as the NAWA 6-man tag team titles are on the line as the Burt County boys will be facing Viva Las Amish in your main event. Stay tuned just for that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, tag team action. And I'm flying solo because my fill-in partner, Terrific Tony's in the ring right now. He's tag teaming with Ethan Alexander Sharpe. They're going up against the Interns here, who haven't had much luck winning matches on the program. So hopefully Tony finally gets a victory here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. Look at, oh wow, look at that kick right there from Ethan Sharpe. Kind of looks like the Riddler here. Maybe he's got a lot of money. Maybe he's loaded like J.P. Lehman is, but we got to get some more background information on this guy. He's got that side headlock in on the interns. Tony, what are you doing on the apron down there? You're supposed to be up here helping me. And the intern still being just clamped down by Ethan Alexander Sharpe. Maybe he's auditioning for the Batman movie with the new Wait a minute, what is going on? Tony Benge. Tony, you just got sprayed by that ugly bee gone. Maybe you'll be pretty now. Amp Dominic, we got that cryptic message from him last week here on the show, and now he's reappeared here in NAWA after a year and a half absence after losing the heavyweight championship to Adam James. Amp Dominic is back, ladies and gentlemen. He has just cleared the ring. Hopefully Tony's okay. We're going to have to make sure he's going to be able to come back and join us on the program, but Amp Dominic has returned here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to try to get C.J. Bentley to get a word with him. Hopefully we can find out where Amp Dominic's been and what he's been up to.
NAWA Amp Dominic.
Yes, that's right.
Former heavyweight champion. Amp, what brings you back to the NAWA?
It needs a purification like never before! Woo! And I'm gonna hold each and every one of them down and hold it down. Never mind, cut that. I'm going to hurt and stand on every one of these humans' heads. Until they recognize the God of the Milky Way galaxy, baby love.
Later, Deon put out a challenge, and you accepted.
Yeah, I'm on this legend killing tour. If y'all have seen, I've been going around, I beat the crap out of every legend, line them up, knock them down. I was going to read more mail that I got, and fan mail, but I'm a little, I got this.
So, you comfortable putting up the hair of your manager and best friend, by the way, against the career of Deon Johnson?
Yeah.
You're not very confident, right?
I am too.
A little more confidence.
I got this. I'm good. I'm not going to let him shake his head.
Man.
I swear, I promise.
I use Pantene.
You're beautiful. Come on. And I'm going to prove to this idiot that...
You prove it. You go out here and tear them apart.
I'll be right back.
Let's go to the ring, folks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Golden Gladiator number 2 is going to be putting his best friend's hair on the line March the 28th against Deon Johnson's career, and he's in the ring against Kota. Tony, you're back. How's your face? You're still ugly as all get out.
Man, I don't know what was it. I saw him coming. I looked around the corner. I said, who is this guy coming in the door? And before I could think anything else, he done tripped me off the apron and went to spray me with that ugly Be Gone. And that stuff has the worst stench. I mean, I have smelled some bad things in my life, but that's got to be pretty well up there to some of the worst things I've ever smelled.
Well, you're still ugly if everybody can't see your face like I can, but Golden Gladiator number 2 is showing that vicious side as he's prepping to take on Deon Johnson in a career versus hair match. As TC3's hair is on the line. He's got a pretty head of hair.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Wait a minute, the match is over.
Well, right there, the Golden Gladiator number 2 is showing Deon Johnson how serious he is about making sure that he keeps his best friend's hair.
Look how pretty that head of hair is. He could be a bald-headed geek here on March the 28th.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen,
he's showing it off. Look at that.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Rick, I thought we'd gone over this. It's American Air, not Flair.
But Chad, it sounds so much better. American Flair heated and cooling. Woo!
Rick, it's American Air.
Hey, this ain't no garden party. This is here, heated and cooling, where only the strong survive.
Well, he is the man. And for service you can trust, call American Air Heating and Cooling. You'll be glad that you did.
Woo!
You watch it on TV. Go to all the shows. Even pretend to be the champ in front of your mirror at home.
Walk up,
Stop pretending and get in the ring.
Arn Anderson, big hip toss, okay, please?
At High Spots Wrestling School, you'll learn from the very best.
Good.
Our trainers are seasoned veterans who will teach you what it takes to be a real professional wrestler.
Very good. Hi, wrestling fans. This is Mr. Number One, George South. You know, I've been a professional wrestler for over 40 years. The number one question that I'm always asked is, where can I go to get pro wrestling training? Well, folks, highspots.com right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, the greatest pro wrestling school in all the world. We want to invite you to come on down. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter your size, your age, your shape. Women or men, we'd love to have you. Come on down.
Turn your dream of being in the main event of the evening into reality today. For more information, go to highspots.com or call 704-364-7818.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back from commercial break, and we've got action in the ring. Nature Boy, woo! Tim Hunter taking on everybody's favorite nerd. Not mine, Tony's, but it's Stuart Snodgrass, the winner of the Bunkhouse Stampede, and the next man to challenge the king for the NAWA Heavyweight Championship here whenever he decides.
Man, I'll tell you what, this matchup right here is going to be quick and fierce as you got the Nature Boy Tim Hunter and, like you say, everybody's favorite nerd, Stuart Snodgrass.
Well, he's not mine.
Now, I have been in the ring with Stuart, and, you know, regardless of what you might think about him, the man knows what he's doing in the ring.
Well, how did that go? Did you win that match, Tony?
You know, that was a long time ago, and I don't really remember, but...
Let me refresh your memory. Probably not.
Probably not is right.
Well, that's Stuart, you know. I give the guy a lot of crap, but like you said, he knows what he's doing in that square circle. I mean, he won the Bunkhouse Stampede, the 4th annual Bunkhouse Stampede on March the 7th. He won it, Tony.
I'm telling you, that Bunkhouse Stampede, you know, every time they have one of those, you're putting it all in there because you're being hit from all sides, and you don't know what you're gonna be hit with. And Stuart, well, I don't know, you know, the fans saw some of the things he brought to the ring. He brought a keyboard.
He's the keyboard warrior. You know all about that, don't you? Aren't you one of those?
Well, I try to be sometimes with my great podcast. And fans out there listening, make sure you tune in each week. My podcast is on all podcast platforms, iHeartRadio, YouTube, wherever you want to listen to your podcast, you can listen to my show. And right here, Stuart just
wait a minute.
Yeah.
If you're going to put this podcast over, you got to tell people the name of the show so they know what they're looking for.
It is called the
That's
Binge
why
Buster.
nobody's heard of it yet.
It's the Binge Buster Show.
I'll listen. I might give it a try,
Mike,
just to help you out a little
one
bit.
day I'm gonna have you on
bump
there
your ratings
telling your great story.
Well, anyway, the story going on here in the ring is Nature Boy Tim Hunter. Whoa, holy Christ, he just low-blowed Stuart right in front of the referee. The referee should throw this match out, shouldn't he?
I'm telling you, the referee wasn't paying attention, I guess, and didn't see that.
Well, referee Matt Galifianakis is saying, what did you do that for? But the match is going to continue here.
And there is Tim with the blatant chokehold on Stuart in the corner right in front of the referee.
The winner of this match should be Stuart, but it looks like he's been hit in the little Stuarts, and he's not faring too well here against the Nature Boy.
His yin and yang is going to be in pain.
Well, you know, Tim Hunter comes from a long line of great Nature Boys like Ric Flair and Paul Lee and Buddy Landell and,
man, you know,
who else?
Buddy Rogers.
Buddy Rogers. I think Paul Lee's my favorite.
Yeah, I hear Paul Lee gets a lot of heat.
But Tim Hunter taking the work to everybody's favorite nerd. And, you know, we talked about Stuart. He's the #1 contender. Gets an NAWA Heavyweight Championship shot whenever he decides to choose to cash that in. But, Tony, you got to wonder if Tim Hunter beats him here today, shouldn't he get that shot?
Yeah, I would think.
Tim Hunter, a wily veteran of the ring, been around for God knows how long. He's
been around about as long as I have.
Got to know a lot of shortcuts and tricks of the trade that Stuart does not know yet, even though Stuart studies and researches and studies wrestling all the time. Studying that back elbow, takes him down and goes for the cover here.
1, 2, and Tim sneaks out the back door.
And you can see the little Stuarts are still in pain. He's cupping them there.
Well, a lot of things that people don't know, the fans may not know at home, but it wasn't maybe a year ago that Stuart suffered a severe injury that we thought was going to take him out for a while.
Yes, he was out for a good 6 months of action. He tore his groin. He was the TV champion, had to relinquish the title, but now he's got his eyes set on the biggest prize here in the NAWA, that heavyweight championship currently held by King Craig Classic, Tony.
And Tim sitting here arguing with the referee about his count.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you to look for us on all of our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook. Check us out each week, every Saturday at noon. Brand new episode of NAWA Championship Wrestling drops right here. And look at Tim Hunter. He's got him in the sleeper hold, famously applied there. Roddy Piper, he might put him to sleep like Jimmy Valiant.
I'm telling you, when some of these legends, when they put the sleeper hold on you, a matter of seconds before you were out. So evidently, Tim just doesn't have it cinched in tight enough yet, because the nerd is coming up.
He was cupping his elbow. He didn't have it latched over his bicep there, and Stuart able to get
big
out
elbow
of it.
to the head. Another one on the shoulder. Oh,
that'll do some damage right in the back of the neck area there. Oh, well, here he goes. He just hit him with the final exam. Holy Christ, that puts him away. Tony, is he going to get the win?
Is this going to be it? 1, 2.
And Stuart gets the win here.
Stuart Snodgrass, our winner this week on NAWA Wrestling.
Well, we're going to try to get a few words with Stuart Snodgrass after that victory. Talk about his victory over at the Bunkhouse Stampede. C.J. Bentley standing by. We're going to wait to hear from Stuart.
Stuart?
Hello, sir.
Congratulations on your win against Tim Hunter.
Oh, thank you. It was hard fought. If you didn't see, he hit me in Little Stuart.
So, you've got to have your eyes set on the heavyweight championship now, right?
That's right. For those of you that don't know, the NAWA is my home. They gave me my first start, and I've won the U.S. title and the TV title, and now I'm setting my sights on the NAWA World Heavyweight title. Oh yeah!
There you have it from Stuart Snodgrass.
Would you like to raise money for your school, club, or civic organization and see the excitement of NAWA Championship Wrestling live in your hometown? Then this message is for you. High school and college athletic departments, sports teams, police and fire departments, or any group wishing to raise money can bring in the stars of NAWA Championship Wrestling for a night of action. Raise money for your event and receive a portion of the proceeds. Contact us today.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you join us March the 28th, but right now it's time for your main event this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. We got 6-man tag team action for the 6-man tag team titles as the Burke County boys, who by the way are undefeated in 6-man tag team action, are taking on Viva Las Amish, Tony.
This is going to be a tremendous tag team match. You got competitors on both sides of the ring. Even though Viva Las Amish are kind of new to the sport, they are serious and they have got their minds and their hearts set on these NAWA 6-man tag team titles. But then again, on the other side of the ring, you got the veterans, the Burke County boys, who are the kings in Burke County. This is going to be a tremendous match.
And as I pointed out earlier in the show, the last time these two teams faced off, Viva Las Amish didn't have all 3 members of the team here. It was 2 on 3. And the Amish say they're going to take the titles now that they're in full force here tonight, Tony.
I'm telling you that I remember I talked to them in the back when they first came in, and they were telling me tonight's going to be their night. They set their sights on those tag team titles, and I'm about to go with the Amish guys.
So explain to me, what is Danny Vegas? Is he not an Amish man? What's going on here?
No, Danny's not Amish. See, what happened was Danny is from Vegas, and he went out and found these Amish guys and has tried to convert them over. And if you watch some of their vignettes, they're learning some stuff about televisions and video games and stuff like that. But
what do they know about pro wrestling? They must wrestle around out on the farm or something.
From what I understand, Danny saw him wrestling around with some horses and cows and said these guys would make a good wrestling tag team, and here they are.
Oh, boy, look at here. We got the two Big Mac daddies of both teams in the ring. Big Donnie, 450, maybe 500 pounds in the ring against Brother Jebediah. He's a monster himself, Tony.
Oh, this guy is tough as they come.
Look at the sheer size and the height on him, but two big bulls in the middle of the ring locking horns here, and neither one of them gaining the advantage. Here he goes off the ropes. And
still nobody going anywhere.
Here we go again, off
going
the ropes again.
Oh, still nothing. Man.
And last time Brother Jebediah was at a barn raising from my understanding.
But what do we got here? Is this a crisscross from the 70s?
And how long can little Donnie go?
Somebody's going to run out of gas here. What? Oh, looks like Jebediah's tank's getting empty. Donnie's just starting
taking their time for a 40-yard dash here. Both men out of breath and bent over.
Good Lord.
They're tagging out. They've agreed to tag out.
Oh, man.
Here comes the wild man, James Brody, and Brother Hezekiah in the ring now. The technician of the Amish is in the ring, going up against the crazy man of Burke County, the former NAWA heavyweight champion, wild man James Brody here. And look at that, he's just wearing him out now. Trying to take the wild man off his feet. That's what you got to do, Tony. You can't let this man run crazy.
You know, one of the things that Danny Vegas has taught his Amish guys is how to wear down their opponent. And that's exactly what he was trying there. Big elbow right to the chest of wild man James Brody.
You can't imagine that the cardio is on the top of the list for the Burke County boys. But you can't deny or knock their success here in the six-man tag team division. They won the titles, and they've yet to lose them or yet to taste defeat here. Look at that little Donnie.
And little Donnie coming in. Listen, okay, I'm going to stop a second.
Don't stop.
I want to know, where in the world did little Donnie get those wrestling tights? Looks like he got them. I think he's wearing his wife's pants tonight.
We'll have to get C.J. Bentley on that to find out from little Donnie himself, but where did James Brody get that boot to the face from? He got that from Brother Jebediah right in the mouth.
I mean, almost took his head off with that big size 15.
This guy's got to be 6'6", 300 pounds. I mean, he could probably raise a barn by himself, Tony.
I'm telling you. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but Danny Vegas has a little wrestling training camp. And I went to it one day, and man, and at the time he was just getting these guys trained up, and he asked me to come in and show these guys a few things, and man, when I locked up with him, man, I have never in my life locked up with anybody so strong.
Well, both men in the ring down on the mat after that double clothesline, and which man is going to make it to their partner first? Both men really feeling the effects of the match here. Gold is on the line here this week in the main event. Who wants the titles more? And Big Donnie.
And we got tags from both big guys on both sides. Donnie comes in. He's knocking people down left and right.
One of the best right hands here in NAWA is from Big Donnie, and it'll take you right off your feet, even if you're a monster like Brother Jebediah here. But
big chop in the corner.
And that can't feel good as he shoots him across.
Oh, here comes the big avalanche. Oh, good
flattened him like a pancake. Brother Jebediah down on mat. Holy Christ, a big splash from Big Donnie. But he only got a 2 count. Tony, that usually puts him away.
I'm telling you, I've been put away several times by that big splash, and I'm telling you, it does not feel good at all.
He's going for another one that looks like
I think he's getting ready to drop the big Abdul the Butcher elbow drop.
Wait a minute. Looks like James Brody's down on the floor out there. Hezekiah Hoskins has put James Brody down.
The referee has lost control.
Wait a minute. Danny Vegas with that butter churn.
Oh, good grief.
He's going to.
Did you hear that? It sounded like a cantaloupe bust open.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't do this. This is not how it's going to end, is it? Here, 1, 2, 3. We got new 6-man tag team champions.
Unbelievable.
Viva Las Amish. Tony, they cheated.
It only cheating if you get caught.
They cheated. Look at this. Holy Christ. Right into the kidneys and the back of James Brody. And they have now officially lost the first time ever in six-man tag team action to my knowledge.
Yes.
This is reminiscent to when the Von Erichs lost to the Freebirds.
I'm telling you, and I really don't think, I think this right here is just going to be the start of the war between the Viva Las Amish and the Burke County boys, because I know the Burke County boys aren't going to take this lightly.
Well, they said it. They did it. They're the champions, new six-man tag team champions here in your main event, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the time we got this week here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. We'll see you right here next week.